The legend is back. Introducing Bill Burr. Let's go.
No, we have these huge battles. You know what the maddest she ever got at me was? One time she was watching this show. It was like a poor excuse for The View. And they started talking about domestic violence, right? For the 9 millionth time this year, they're talking about domestic violence. Just in case, you didn't get the memo.
Right.
Evidently, just some people didn't get it. It's not okay to slam your wife's head into the cupboard drawers because she didn't dry the can opener off properly, It's gonna fucking rust, right? How do you not know not to do that shit? Do they really have to keep talking about it? It's like wife beaters watching for, oh, fuck, now I get it. Ups a daisy, sweetheart, here we go. There you go, oh. So at the end of the hour, they come to the logical conclusion. They're like, there is no reason to hit a woman. There is no reason to hit a woman. And I was just like, really? I could give you like 17 right off the top of my head. You could wake me from a drunken stupor, I could still give you like 9.
Oh my goodness. Now, only Bill Burr can navigate these waters, all right? So listen carefully, man. We're about to go in. Come on.
Plenty of reasons to hit a woman, you just don't do it. But to sit there and suggest that there's no reason. Dude, the level of ego behind that statement. What are you, levitating above the rest of us? You're never annoying? Women, how many times have you thought about slapping your fucking guy in the head this week? There you go. Every day. You didn't do it, right?
That was crazy.
Oh, dude, it drives me nuts. There's no reason.
She
There's no
probably
reason.
did it.
Really? No reason? How about this? You marry a girl, you fall in love, you buy her a house. You go to work every day, paying off the house. You come home one day, she's banging the next door neighbor, hands you divorce papers. You got to move out, sleep on a futon, and still pay for that house that she's going to stay in. No reason. I'm not saying you should do it, but there's plenty of fucking reasons
Right?
in that arc of a story.
And side note, that happens all the time. Folks, listen, we get married, get divorced, we lose everything, the house, the kids, everything. Then you're paying alimony on top of that. But let's get back into it, man. Let's go.
All right, that was a hypothetical. You want an actual story? I'll give you one. All right, I fucked up my foot playing drums, trying to get my bass drum foot as fast as John Bonham's, because I figure that's a good thing to focus on. 43 years of age, never married, no kids. I figure this is going to lead me to the light, right? This is what I need to do. So I don't know what I did. I felt like after I played for like an hour, and afterwards I felt like literally like there was some midget stabbing me in the bottom of my foot, right? Like I had lightning coming out of the bottom of my foot. So I did the typical guy thing. I'm like, I'm not going to the hospital. I'll sleep it off. Be fine, right? Next morning I wake up, my foot's even worse. And I got to walk my crazy dog. So I'm like, I can't do it. My foot's killing me. So I wake up my girl, go, sweetheart, can you do me a favor? Can you do me a favor? Can you walk the dog for me? Can you just take the shift? I'll do your afternoon shift. Can you just do me this solid? Can you do this for me? And she's just like, oh. I had a late night last night. I'm tired. I have a big day. And I just go, fuck it. She goes, what do you mean, fuck it? It's like, why can't you just say no? Why do you always gotta waterboard me with a 20-minute explanation that eventually winds its way around to go fuck yourself? Just say no.
Right.
So I'm just limping out of the room. Whatever, go back to bed. You got a big day, right?
We get the eye rolls, the shoulder rolls, the all right, we gotta go through all that just to get told no. Hey, listen, man, it's great. He right. He is right.
So now I'm limping down the street. I got Tourette's. Fucking goddamn bullshit. Dog's walking next to me. And I got to admit, I got a little childish. I did. I got a little childish, I was just thinking about my relationship. I'm like, this is the relationship I'm in? You just gonna do whatever the hell you want to do, right? And fuck me? Fine. I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want to do. I feel like listening to my iPod on full blast, walking around the house. That's what I'm gonna do. So that's what I did. Turned it all the way up, and my whole plan was just to walk by her like I didn't even know her. That was it. She came down the hall. I just ghosted her. Just walked right past her. Just trying to piss her off. And I got to tell you something. Worked like a charm. Worked like a charm. Yeah, hung my coat up, turned around. By the time I turned around, she was already yelling at me. But the music was so loud, not only could I not hear her, it actually looked like she was singing the song that I was listening to. Oh, it's one of the highlights of the relationship. So I knew what she was saying. I was like, whatever, I don't want to talk about it. Leave me alone. I'm going on to the computer, right? So I limp over and I sit down, and unbeknownst to me, she's like, now, we're going to talk about this right now. Comes out, poof, and slaps the headphones off my head. I got big ears. It fucking hurt. So I'm like, honey, leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it. Put the headphones back on. She comes right back up again. Poof, slaps them off a little harder. This time they spin halfway around my head. Caveman DNA starts coming up. Talking through my teeth. Honey, leave me alone. Don't want to talk about it, right? Put them on third time. She comes up. Poof, slaps him right across the room, and I snap. I'm like, fine. You want to have the fight? Let's fucking have the fight. She's like, we will discuss this later when you calm down.
Oh, my God.
Oh, right there. I just wanted to roll her up on her yoga mat and stuff her behind the couch.
The manipulation. Listen, man. Females are almost the best. They can slip and slide their way out of everything. All right, it don't matter what it is. But listen, man, that's exactly how it goes down, bro. The moment we get angry or we match their tone, you know what I'm saying? It's, oh, you know what? You're too hype. I'm gonna walk away. We'll talk about this later. Say, bro, and that sends us flying. Let's go.
Leave her there until she got thirsty. Come on, let me out of here. I have a spin class. You've made your point. This is ridiculous. No, that's the thing. Really is. That's the thing. I hate that saying there's no reason. Obviously, I'm not saying to hit a woman, you know? But saying there's no reason, I think that's crazy. When you say there's no reason, that kills any sort of examination as to how two people ended up at that place. If you say there's no reason, whew, you cut out the build-up, you're just left with the act. How are you going to solve it if you don't figure it out? Look how awkward it is in here right now.
Yo, I was gonna say, you got mad quiet. Everybody's like, yo, where's he going with this? Is he gonna go too far? All right, because if you say too much, all right, you would not. They would not air this show. All right, let's keep it going.
I said you shouldn't hit a woman. I'm just saying, how come you can't ask questions? You can only ask questions about what the guy did. You can never ask about the woman. Why is that? Why is that? What is that? What does answer him right mean? What does that mean? Are you the idiot who got up halfway through the special during the bit and you're like walking around like I'm not fucking taping a special here? What's wrong with you?
Called her out, boy.
Fucking
Matter of fact, run that back. Hold on. So not only did you interrupt his show to speak, you already walked out and interrupted for everybody else previously? The audacity. Come on.
You can never ask about the woman. Why is that? Why is that? What is that?
He knew exactly who she was.
What does answer him right mean? What does that mean? Are you the idiot who got up halfway through the special during the bit and you're like walking around like I'm not fucking taping a special here? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Fucking had to ignore all of that and now you're gonna like yell out? And not only that, yell something that makes no fucking sense whatsoever?
Let's go.
Answer him! Answer him!
Bill Burr's top 5.
Every fucking special I do, there's always one. Always right down the fucking middle. Talking about hitting women, sweetheart. And I think you just added another reason. Jesus fucking Christ.
That was good.
You love this. I'm not even in a relationship with her, and she's fucking nagging me. Look, I understand hitting a woman's a bad thing, okay? Well, how come you can't fucking ask questions? I just don't understand. Like, if I get bit by a rattlesnake, wouldn't you guys have some questions? Right? How did it happen? Did you not see it? Were you fucking with it? How did this snake get so mad it almost killed you? Firemen put out a fire, they don't just drive away afterwards, they sift through the debris. How did it start? Here's an oily rag, right? Look, I realize I'm coming off pretty ignorant right about now. I realize that. Let me extend an olive branch then, okay? I realize that there's some animal guys out there, okay, Horrible guys, you know, have a rough day at the factory, come home, tuna casserole, and just start swinging. All right? I'm not trying to say that those people don't exist. I realize they exist. They should be buried underneath the prison, okay? So if I can admit that, ladies, can you at least admit that every ass kicking doesn't just fall out of the fucking sky?
They're not going to, bro.
Really?
They're not.
Even hockey has 2 minutes for instigating, right? They understand that some back and forth happened before that shit, you know?
He's
You know what
right.
it is every case is handled like that Rihanna one, where they just say, the guy's a piece of shit, fuck this guy, blah, 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 send him to jail, and then they never ask anything about that. You know, I'm not saying he should have done it, but I'm just saying.
Yo,
Just saying, dude, in your heart of hearts, what do you think was going down before that happened? You think she was just sitting there going, oh my God, Baskin Robbins, you want to get some ice cream? And he fucking, you know? Or do you think maybe they were having some epic end of the relationship fight and some crazy shit was being said? Maybe she was screaming in his ear some crazy female shit like, oh, fuck all your friends, I don't give a fuck. Maybe that's why I sell more albums than you, motherfucker. Right? To be fair, she could have just been sitting there going, I need a tissue. Do you keep those in the glove box? Oh my God, I'll bring my out. I'll bring my out.
Hey, man, he's having a tough conversation, but what he's talking about is right. Whenever there is kind of like a dispute or altercation between, you know, a man and woman, whether they're famous or not, the man's always the one going to jail. The man's always the one going to prison. There is no repercussions for the ladies. And I like how he acknowledges there are guys out there that are just like woman beater type situations. And those are separated from what he's talking about. But he is kind of right, though, man. You know what I'm saying? But I personally believe that there shouldn't be any kind of hitting on either side. You know what I'm saying? If it does come to that, both sides should just walk away, man. But this is crazy, man. But listen to the audience and look how the audience is reacting to what he's saying. Like, the guys are sitting back in the chairs like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what's going on. They're sitting next to their old lady. If they laugh too hard, they might have an argument in the car leaving the damn show. This shit crazy. Come on, Bill Burr, bring it home. Let's get it.
Fuck that, because you know what it is? They never address how women argue, which I think is a core of a lot of that shit. You know? And I gotta tell you something, man. Like, I never knew how women argued. But after 20 years of losing every significant battle in a relationship, I finally figured out how they argued. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm starting to turn this franchise around.
What?
I have begun a winning tradition. This is how they argue, as far as I can tell.
Break it down.
All right? If they're right, they argue the point. And they stay on point and make sure you stay on point until you're down on your knees, apologizing, begging for forgiveness. All right? No problem with that. Totally respect it. But here's the thing. If
they're wrong, they'll continually change the subject and change the point over and over again until you become confused and you don't even know what you're talking about anymore. And then you lose. That's just my version. Let's see what he has to say.
Wrong, they go rogue. They go off-road. They start thinking of shit you're sensitive about. Maybe you don't get along with your dad. And in their head, they just start concocting this evil statement.
That's facts,
Totally
bro.
designed.
That's
this
all
desperate
facts.
Hail Mary attempt to make you so fucking mad, you just call them a cunt.
And once you call them out their name, listen, you lost the battle. Oh, I can't believe you called me. You know what I'm saying? You lost. It's over. Because they're going to take that point right there, and they're going to use it against you for the rest of the argument. All right? Yo, he's on point. Let's get it.
It is. And cunt trumps all the bullshit they did to start the argument.
Let's
now it's
go.
not about that. Well, that's no reason to call me a cunt. And then that's it. You're in this room now.
And then you
right?
lost. He's right.
My girl knows my big fear in life is to be that dude who grows old, you know, grows old alone, has like that basement apartment, just screaming up at the younger couple, turn it down! That isn't music! So I noticed that anytime she was losing a fight, out of nowhere, she'd just be like, well, that's why you're just gonna grow old and be alone. Then I'd lose my shit. The next thing you know, I'm in the kitchen washing dishes for the 9th fucking time in a row. This is what the argument was about. I was so right. What happened? So if you learn anything from my ignorance tonight, Just know this. Next time you're in a battle with your beautiful woman, your wife, girlfriend, whatever, and they start out of nowhere, okay? You're winning, and they just start saying that crazy shit out of nowhere. Just know in that moment you've won the fight, okay? Mm-hmm. All right? Don't get mad. Bob and weave, slip all of that shit. Maybe because you got a little dick. Just let that slide. Stay in the pocket of the argument. Okay? It's over. The argument is over. You've won. Just take a knee and run out the clock. All right?
Take a knee.
Yes. Lean on the ropes. Let them punch themselves out. And then in the end, you throw their psychology right back at them. Well, maybe we should discuss it later when you calm down. And they won't hook up with you for a couple of days. Who cares?
About 2 or 3 days.
Who cares? You rub one out. Rub one out like a man. It's the champagne of victory.
Or take your ass to the gym. All right, so that was Bill Burr. No reason to hit a woman. Now, this guy walked around that story perfectly, all right? He said just enough to get his point across, but not too much to sway the audience to go against him, right? So that was crazy. Dude's hilarious, and all his impressions just make his stand-up just that much better, right? So shout out to you guys for suggesting this content. We're gonna keep it going. If you guys want some more Bill Burr, comment down below what you guys want to see. And until next time, man, y'all be easy out there. Stay safe. Peace.
If I should die at a young age, I thank the Lord for giving me a break. If I should die at a young age, I thank the Lord for giving me a break. Cause I'll probably live forever, ever, probably live forever, ever, probably live forever, ever, I'll probably live forever.